Kazakhstani diaspora in the United States began after World War II. The largest populations are found in Los Angeles and the Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. According to the Migration Policy Institute, 3,500 Kazakhs live in Kings County. The main struggles come from the diaspora being so small, and there are some difficulties regarding community building. Fortunately, some community building exists in Sheepshead Bay, such as Kaz Community, started by Kazakhstani entrepreneur Talga Abdrabinov in 2016. He began by organizing small meetups with friends at restaurants and sports bars, and eventually began making parties and events. This helps people find work, find a place to live, and connect with each other. Abdrakhmanov noticed second-generation Kazakhstani navigate hybrid identities, while first-generation migrants adapt to American life while maintaining cultural ties. Further, on October 22, 2025, New York City declared Kazakhstan Heritage Day, raising the Kazakhstan flag. This day is also Kazakhstan Republic Day and is aimed at celebrating the nation's friendship with the United States and the Kazakh community's contribution to the city's cultural life. This proclamation serves as recognition of the Kazakh community in the city's life. Another diaspora includes over 90,000 Kazakh youths who are studying at foreign universities, many of whom are potential emigrants. This so-called brain drain of Kazakhstan correlates with professionals and intellectual migrants emigrating to other countries, such as Russia, Germany, and the United States.
Farida reflects a more recent wave of Uzbek immigration and how it has reshaped parts of Lower Manhattan. Large-scale Uzbek immigration to the United States began after the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. Economic instability and limited job opportunities pushed many Uzbeks to leave, with a noticeable increase in migration during the early 2000s. Many first settled in Brooklyn neighborhoods like Brighton Beach and Sheepshead Bay, with the rise in different Central Asian communities, including Uzbeks, Tajiks, and Kyrgyz. Over time, as immigrants gained financial stability, some expanded into Manhattan to pursue business opportunities. Opening in 2018 in the financial district, an area traditionally dominated by corporate workers and fast-paced dining, Farida introduced Uzbek cuisine to a new and diverse audience. This reflects how Uzbek immigrants are no longer just establishing enclaves, but are actively entering and expanding their culture to other parts of New York City. Farida uses Uzbek cultural roots into this modern environment by maintaining traditional cooking techniques, like hand-pulled lagman noodles. The restaurant's decor, hospitality style, and menu preserve a strong sense of Uzbek identity. The financial district has evolved far beyond its historical role as a business hub. Today, it includes thriving immigrant influences from Chinese, Middle Eastern, and South Asian communities, along with long-established Italian-American and Jewish presence. Uzbek businesses like Farida contribute to the diversity in this community by highlighting Central Asian culture to the neighborhood.
After completing our meal at Farida, we asked our waiter a series of questions about his background as well as the story behind the restaurant and if he had any meaningful encounters that he had experienced. He told us his name was Asilbek and that he was from Bukhara, Uzbekistan. Just 3 years ago, he came to New York City and has been working at Farida for 8 months, all while majoring in finance at St. John's University. He told us that Farida used to have a previous location in Hell's Kitchen that opened in 2015. However, their current location within the financial district of New York opened in 2021 and is currently owned by siblings from Kazakhstan. He told us that the clientele they receive is usually American and tourist-based, especially during lunch hours. However, afterwards, Central Asian guests do tend to frequent the restaurant, and we left Farida on a positive note with smiles and a meaningful encounter for ourselves.
My favorite dish was the puff pie pastry from Uzbek. It has the cheese inside, and I always was a big cheese lover. It's a little strong, some might say, but for me personally, it was just right. And it's a little tough to chew, but I think that's what gives it a little personality. My favorite dish was the manti we got. Yeah, I think and it came with this delicious yogurt sauce, and it was really yummy. Hi everyone, my favorite dish was the pumpkin puff pie because the crust was really flaky and the filling the pumpkin was really soft and rich.
Oh yeah?
So it was a nice balance between the flakiness of the exterior and the richness of the interior.
Hi everyone, my favorite dish that we had today was the lagman, which is kind of like hand-pulled noodles mixed with some sliced beef and also different mixtures of vegetables and also different spices. I thought it was a really good mix and the flavors worked well really together.